Welcome back to Cincinnati. It is time for our men's doubles gold medal match between Ryler DeHeart and Rob Nunnery taking on Casey Cullen and Will Sobek. Dom, when you look at these two teams, Rob and Ryler certainly have a lot of experience individually on the APP Tour playing together, though. I'm curious to see what you think of that partnership, but let's start with Will and Casey.
Well, Will and Casey, again, Williams got one gold medal, but it's in singles. It's almost a year ago in New York. So he's got some experience, but not on the double side as far as Championship Sunday goes. And then Casey Cullen. Casey's been around the game a long time. In his first Championship Sunday appearance here, too. I'm going to look for them to be steady, keep the ball in play, and look to elongate points.
And then, Chad, when you look at Rob and Ryler, two veterans on the APP Tour, like I mentioned, what are you looking for about their game that you think they're going to lean into?
Well, one thing Ryler DeHeart is going to be very happy about is the fact that there's no win today. Because he certainly was a little frustrated, struggled with it at times, but the way that they set up points, right, we'll be looking for DeHeart to really step in, put some pressure on with that third shot drive. Nunnery to step up with that shake and bake and go for the attack. But if they do settle down, you know, you have to give the advantage to DeHeart and Nunnery with their ability, Nunnery's ability especially to speed up balls that are disguised extremely well.
Interestingly enough, I was talking to Casey the other day, and he said he loves playing in the wind. So,
some people do.
So
I don't mind it. Like I like when the wind's in my face. You can do some stuff and it pushes the ball down.
So a side out to start us off here in game number one. It's going to be Ryler DeHeart with the serve.
Let's get the nerves out, boys.
Smack it around a little bit.
0-0-2. 0-0-2 for Nunnery. Oh, Ryler DeHeart.
And that's where I'll give the advantage to DeHeart and Nunnery. Got into the slower pace, dinking rally, and the ability of Nunnery and DeHeart to speed that up could prove just a little too much for Cullen and Sobek.
You see that Ryler does that, right? And talking to him, it's almost a balancing thing for him. I know, you know,
some people look at it as distraction,
but he's kind of like regrouping where he comes up and rebalances. We're talking about when he puts his arms out. Oh.
Just a miss hit there off the edge guard. Rob Nunnery's paddle.
Chad and I are in sync a lot.
Nunnery was expecting that ball to sit up, and it just skidded through the court.
1-1-1, the score for Cullen serve.
Nice talk there from DeHeart as he knew that was over his right shoulder. He was not going to be able to get a good ball on it. Sat right on the forehand of Rob Nunnery.
Oh, got called for the foot fault. Right foot as Sobek came over.
I was going to say it was a well-timed move into the middle from Sobek, but called for the foot fault. So what could have been a point is instead a side out. Beautiful tweener from Williams Sobek, but Ryler DeHeart ready for that ball to get back over the net.
Tweener reset there from the young Sobek. He's got all the tricks. DeHeart swung and missed. It threw Nunnery off just enough, and I know we talk about Casey Cullen and his first opportunity to get a gold medal. Oh, Cullen just hitting it right back where it came from. But this is also an opportunity for Ryler DeHeart to get his first gold medal.
Ryler DeHart's wife, Megan Fudge, has quite a few gold medals here on the APP Tour, and nobody knows the stats better than Ryler. He wants to get a gold of his own to add to the DeHart Fudge traveling RV trophy case. Great finish there by DeHart. Sobek almost digging it out.
It's just so tough to pick up the speed up from Nunnery in which direction he's going to take that ball. It was a good flick back into the right shoulder of Cullen to start that exchange.
Yeah, come on.
Not only is DeHart behind with Megan, I think the kids may be ahead of him too right now. He's looking to answer there.
Well,
a nice spot there from William Sobek right through the shins of Ryler DeHart.
yeah, both Lily and JR have punched their tickets, their golden tickets to Nationals.
Great get there from Will Sobek. Nunnery does a good job to get a paddle on it, but out of bounds.
So William's seen Rob Nunnery play a lot as being a tour player at pretty much every stop. So he knows what's coming right there. So he's reading it really well so far early on.
And Nunnery a staple on Championship Sunday, particularly in men's doubles last year. He and Andre Diescu, the undisputed dominant duo in doubles on the men's side.
Good move there from DeHart, knowing the only option Cullen has with how wide that ball is pushed by Nunnery is to go down the line. Just a little stroll in the park there for the Oni.
Good adjustment there by DeHart off the neck cord. Same thing to Cullen. And then DeHart, the backhand dink just left a little short, so a hard-earned point for Cullen and Sobek to tie things up here in game number one.
Excellent job from Sobek and Cullen to keep fighting off those attacks from DeHart and Nunnery, and then eventually able to switch it to their attack and take that ball down the line from Sobek. DeHart didn't get fooled by that one. Sitting all over the speed up from Cullen.
Oh, Sobek trying that little forehand flick down the line.
I agree, Bob.
DeHart keeps it nice and low.
Ties us up again here in game number one. 3-all. 3-3-1 the score for DeHart serve.
So that little mixer right there, Sobek's seen it, but Nunnery just really baits him into it, moving really slowly through it, where at the last second he pulls it cross body.
Tough for Nunnery to try to get up to that ball with the knee injury.
Casey Cullen even told me yesterday that when they're looking at weaknesses for Nunnery and DeHart, Rob has been dealing with a right knee injury for much of this season. Heard it in that first tournament of the 2024 APP Tour, and is really just fighting through it at every opportunity.
But right on cue right there, that shot has nothing to do with that knee. That has to do with his hands.
Yep.
And the hands have never left Rob Nunnery. Some of the greatest in the game right now.
somehow DeHeart fought that attack off from Cullen. It's almost a pterodactyl wing, how big that chicken wing was right there.
Forget a chicken wing, it's a pterodactyl wing.
I'm going to need a graph that shows me when it goes from a chicken wing to a pterodactyl wing. Please.
I agree.
Just so we can add it to our Chad's vocabulary of pickleball. It's going to be a dictionary at the end of the year that we're going to present to you.
Oh, you got to throw Drano in there from the other day. We'll throw in the pterodactyl wing.
Nice spot by Sobek. Getting high on that one leg, going full flamingo up at the kitchen line.
Oh no!
Oh no!
But again, that's a term we use.
It is. We do use flamingo.
If you watch the replay,
when you
full
reach
one leg.
in, you reach in, and you're just standing on one leg.
Again, we're gonna have a diagram, have it available on Chad's social media, so lock in there because we're gonna bring you up to speed. Don't you fret.
You've got the chicken wing, the scarecrow, and the T-Rex.
On the pterodactyl
still going
and
in,
the
but
flamingo.
now we're expanding
Exactly.
on it.
So we're gonna have a bird section of the dictionary.
Nice forehand volley there from Ryler DeHeart.
4-7-2 the score for Casey's serve.
Sobek has been doing a very good job the last couple of days of countering the attacks that have been coming at him. That ball just kicks into his body. You see how violent the movement was to just try and hope to get it up and over.
7-5-1.
DeHeart and Nunnery in sync on that point.
Again, they're just not losing many hands battles right now. And again, we talked about they're going to be the ones to dictate the pace right now. Sobek and Cullen have to slow it down. The longer the point goes, I think the longer it's an advantage to Cullen and Sobek.
8-5-1 the score for Nunnery's serve. Great placement there from Casey Cullen, catching Rob Nunnery as he's moving back to the middle.
Yeah, Cullen and Sobek have had their best success on the counters, not so much on when they're initiating the attack.
Strong forehand from Will Sobek gets the ball back on their side. Take another look at this.
So finding the right spot. Again, got to hit that line, got to hit that spot, got to get the ball away from DeHeart and Nunnery. You're not going to hit through them. Both their hands are too good. You're going to reset mostly everything, get it back over. Got to find the openings. And if you can't find them, you got to create them. You got to move inside and out.
5-8-1 for Sobek's serve, which sails long. So you touched on it a little bit, but dive in a little further. How do you create those openings?
Well, moving Nunnery sideline to sideline, create some openings, create some holes in the middle.
Well defended around the post from Nunnery. But then Sobek right into his left hip, and Nunnery can't get the ball back over the net, so it's a side out.
Yeah, perfect spot there from Sobek. Nunnery was sitting on the forehand. Sobek just takes it cross body. Not fast enough for Nunnery to get to that backhand.
Oh, I apologize. That was push them onto their second serve for Sobek and Cullen. So now it's 8-6-1 for DeHeart serve.
I mean, I like the idea right there from Cullen, but again, he started that ball at the sideline, meaning it's going to float away from him because the ball's coming back cross court. He's got to start that ball 2 feet in so that it drops in that back corner.
So it's a 9-6 lead here for Rob Nunnery and Ryler DeHeart. Casey Cullen and Will Sobek call a timeout to give themselves a second to figure out how to get back into this first game. Our Gamma Live to Play Rally of the Match might just give them the blueprint on how to do it.
We're just watching the ability of Nunnery and DeHeart to speed these balls up. Excellent defense on the around the post, but it's the finish there of Sobek that the quickly flip the attack and go that flip cross body on Sobek.
I love the reaction after Cullen hits the ATP and it's easily defended. He almost walks back in play going, what the heck? Like I thought I had that clean, but a great defense there from Nunnery and DeHeart. Stay in that point, but in the end, Sobek just a little too much right there.
And that's something that you guys always talk about is that around the post, earlier on in pickleball, it used to be the money shot. It used to be the ending shot for most of the rallies. But now the game has developed so quickly, so fast, and the level of play is so excellent that we're seeing those defended quite often. Casey Cullen has been in pickleball for quite some time, so certainly he's seen that development of the game as much as anybody.
Another foot fault for Sobek. This time, potentially right foot again, going full extension on that flick.
Sets up a game point opportunity here for Ryler DeHeart and Rob Nunnery. Casey Cullen, get big with it.
I love DeHeart. After he attempted that reset, he thought it was perfect. He was bum rushing the kitchen line.
Second opportunity here for Rob Nunnery and Ryler DeHeart to win the game.
Oh, use that net cord, Sobek.
Will Sobek gets up for the overhead. A little assist from the net to get the side out. Defend 2 game points.
He'll take it.
It's not something to count on, but it's always something you'll take.
Well, I was going to say, it's not something very typical to see on an overhead, is it, to catch the net cord that way. Oh, get out.
Sobek all over the place. Again, all over the place is Will Sobek, but the attack of Ryler DeHeart and Rob Nunnery, relentless.
It's like organized chaos from Will Sobek, just getting everything back. Good cover from DeHeart, as it looked like Nunnery was trying to hit the counter, but missed it.
So it sets up a side out and another game point opportunity here for Ryler DeHeart and Rob Nunnery. Good movement there from Rob Nunnery to get the response, and it's game 1 that goes to Rob Nunnery and Ryler DeHeart. A little fist bump from Nunnery to celebrate. Game 2 when we come back to the APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati in our men's doubles gold medal match. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Ariel Pastori-Sebring here with Vlasic Pickles, and we're putting the pickle in pickleball. In pickleball, the term pickled is when you don't score any points in a game. This grilled Vlasic pickle recipe will score you all the points. Slice them in half long ways. Skewer your pickles, put those babies on the grill. Now we're gonna make our ranch. roll in crushed potato chips. Winner's Grill Pickles.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients.
And that are third-party tested.
Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
The APP is sponsored by SI Tickets, official ticketing partner of the APP Tour. Eggland's Best, better taste, better nutrition, better eggs. And Ora Organic, rooted in science, powered by nature. UTR has unveiled the official pickleball rating system of USA Pickleball and the APP. Get your rating today at utrsport.net. Back here live in Cincinnati, you just saw Brandon Lane up in the stands celebrating after winning his very first gold medal here on the APP Tour. Did it with Susanna Barr in mixed doubles.
That's how you do it up there. Sitting in the top row, enjoying a nice beverage,
Frothing.
and relaxing. He's totally frothing with the frat tire.
Did you say frat tire?
No, I said fat tire. I said frothing with
No,
fat
you said
tire.
frothing with the frat tire.
All right, well, guess
It
what?
is fat tire, though. You know, we'll just mention it again. Fat tire for those of you at home that you want to know the. Well, I was going to say the correct pronunciation, but let's just be honest. I don't pronounce anything correctly.
Correct. Wow, Ryler DeHeart getting big at the kitchen line. Almost up there. Let's drop another one. He's almost peacocking up there.
Oh,
puffing
my
that
gosh.
chest out. He's puffing that chest out going, I got this right now. I want this gold medal, and so does Rob Nunnery. Boy, starting off quick in game number 2. Nobody knew we were bird connoisseurs. Oh, nice ball by
Casey
Cullen.
Cullen, cross court. Oh, line drive to stall the momentum that Nunnery and DeHeart have built up to start this second game.
My goodness, Nunnery with the forehand roll. I think Cullen thought it was going to be out, but ends up dotting the sideline.
Will Sobek with the serve.
Another good spot there. Finding the middle after pulling Sobek out wide.
Sobek's got to talk to him, let him know he's there.
See Megan Fudge on the screen, rooting on her husband, Ryler DeHeart.
Oh,
Like we mentioned, Megan Fudge has taken home her fair share of medals, gold medals here on the APP Tour. Ryler DeHeart trying to get his first here today in men's doubles. Work towards evening out that scoring, that trophy case.
you got a few more tournaments to go.
Got some work to do.
Got some work to do. Megan Fudge, one of the most dominant players on the APP Tour. Always fun to see the whole family, JR and Lily. They travel around the country in their RV, competing in pickleball tournaments.
Another good sell there from Sobek. Just going one direction with the body and changing the direction with the paddle. Cullen going for a little spin serve right there, but just pushes it wide.
So pushes them onto their second serve. Will Sobek with it. That third shot drive, sailing long. So a side out. But Cullen and Sobek do get themselves on the board here in game number 2. It's a start, but work to do as Nunnery and DeHeart look to extend their lead here.
Ooh, and DeHeart tries to cut that ball off, but Nunnery had a beat on it.
Oh, Ryler DeHeart, get big in the middle.
Yeah, it looked like Sobek had read that attack well, but then just gets tied up again.
Oh, Nunnery flicks that. Somehow it dots the baseline.
If you watch his wrist when he goes up to that ball, it's already cocked, it's already locked in, and now he just accelerates up the back of the ball. Sobek was not expecting a ball of that height from that close to the net. You watch it here, wrist already laid back. Just brushes up.
So it's a 5-1 lead here for DeHeart, for DeHeart and Nunnery, excuse me. Casey Cullen and Will Sobek call a timeout on the court. Give themselves a second to breathe here as they figure out how to get back into this second game. Casey Cullen also going for his first gold medal here on the APP Tour. But coming into this weekend, he knew it was going to be really special because a few weeks ago, one of his closest friends, Asil Elias, tragically passed away from a sudden heart attack at the age of 46, just a few days shy of his 47th birthday. And Casey said that Asil was the one who always believed in him, always told him he can do this. And he said, hey, you are the best player in the state of Michigan. And so all weekend long, Casey says he has felt Asil's presence with him throughout this tournament. And he knew something special was going to happen. And now he finds himself in this gold medal match with his partner, Will Sobek, in game 2.
Nunnery just rushing that drop. Doesn't quite get enough lift on it.
So it's a side out. Sobek with the serve and a chance to cut into this 4-point lead.
Casey Cullen coming out on top of that hands battle. Nice job, much needed right there. As you see, Sobek and Cullen now stacking to put Cullen on the left side.
Casey Cullen fired up after that one, saying, we're here now.
So that goes back, okay, all the way to Boca 2 years ago. Casey Cullen and Ryler DeHeart were playing together, and they were getting beat pretty bad. They finally scored a point, and what Cullen and DeHeart were doing, were going, we're still here. We're still here. So DeHeart knows all about it. He knows exactly what Cullen's talking about.
And I was asking Casey about what it's like going up against his former doubles partner, and he said, well, as always, there's benefits because I do know his game very well, but he also knows mine.
Oh,
and that's part of the speed ups that we're talking about with Nunnery. So he'd gone a couple of times over the left shoulder of Sobek. This time drops the paddle in exactly the same position, takes it to the right shoulder, and just ties up Sobek.
5-3-1, the score for Nunnery serve.
Nice cross-court dink there from Nunnery as he just carves through that backhand, keeping Cullen honest right there.
Oh, Will Sobek getting up. Is that a bird or just a jumping forehand?
We call it
can't force it.
The
Can't
ostrich.
force
I'm
it.
asking.
Yeah,
It
call
was a genuine
Call
question.
it the ostrich.
Can't. We can't force it, AJ. Can't force it.
We have to,
Let it
we have to
happen
go
natural.
to ornithology school to figure out some more bird
Let it
references.
happen natural, okay? We got you. Don't worry about it.
Just clarifying.
Next tournament we come back, we're going to be ornithologists.
Not a bad skill to add to your repertoire, Chad.
I'm telling you, anything with just in the back of it is. Well, I mean, you know, makes you feel important.
Wow, again, it's just the spot that Rob Nunnery goes. He jams up Sobek just enough, right at that almost right hip.
3-6-2 for Cullen's serve. Nunnery looked like he thought about it.
He had to get the shoulder out of the way. It almost hit him in the shoulder, so he had to deviate his route a little bit. Turn on the GPS.
Caused just enough of a miss hit that he had a hard time regaining his balance. So it's 4-6-2, Cullen with the serve.
Heavy topspin there from DeHeart on that roll. Threw off Cullen just a little bit.
6-4-1.
Oh, Rob Nunnery almost gets there, but Cullen doing a great job of dropping that inside the kitchen. Perfectly placed.
He's well behind the baseline, and then he drops that into the kitchen. That's a tough get for anybody.
Much less Rob Nunnery, who we know has been dealing with a knee injury for this season. You've probably noticed the wrap that he has on his right knee.
6-4-2.
Cullen finding a way to take advantage there, and they get the side out.
Yeah, heavy cut on that backhand from Sobek. Just didn't quite come up as much as DeHeart would have liked.
4-6-1.
Cross court dinks just pushed wide. So now Cullen and Sobek with a chance to tie things up here in game 2. Trailed by as much as 4 points, and now it is a tie game.
Got some unforced errors here from Nunnery and DeHeart have allowed Cullen and Sobek to get back in this and tie it up at 6 apiece.
So we've seen a few moments in this match so far where Casey Cullen has managed to catch Rob Nunnery in a spot where he has to move. And that right knee is something that has hindered him for a decent amount of this season. It started, Dom, in Punta Gorda, first stop of the season when Rob Nunnery injured this knee.
Yeah, mixed doubles quarterfinal. He hurt it in mixed doubles. And then again, he came back and attempted to play on Championship Sunday in men's doubles and just couldn't do it. He lasted one game and then they had to retire. And so it was unfortunate, and he's still dealing with that, rehabbing it on a daily basis.
So you can see he has a pretty hefty wrap on his right knee here in Cincinnati, the 5th stop of the 2024 APP Tour. He's doing everything he can, like you said, Dom, to rehab it and get it to the point where he can play effectively, but we know it's bothering him, and so we see him rely on a shot like that.
Oh, they fought over the middle there. DeHeart and Nunnery both wanting to end that one. Landed it just a little deep.
So Cullen and Sobek take their first lead here in the match. 7-6. They're up in game number 2.
Sobek, really? Oh, double ATP.
everything that Ryler DeHeart and Rob Nunnery threw at him to try and end it.
Double ATP from Nunnery in the middle of all that. And then Sobek just waiting for the right shot to come up on as DeHeart just kept putting pressure after pressure on him.
What a moment and a potential momentum shifter here on championship court. Don't look now, but Cullen and Sobek with a 3-point lead.
Good spot there from Nunnery on the second counter. Finds the right hip of Casey Cullen, but still have another serve here through Cullen and Sobek.
9-6-2 for Sobek's serve. Great placement there. Sobek recognizing how deep Nunnery was behind the baseline and takes advantage here.
Well, again, throwing up that lob and throwing it over the right shoulder. That right foot is the step back and the plant foot to go back for that lob. So there's hesitation when Nunnery has to go back and turn that right hip.
So it's a game point opportunity here for Sobek and Cullen. And again, Sobek, Cullen, ridiculous towards the end of that second game. Such clean, hard-played pickleball to get themselves to the point where they force a Game 3 to decide who takes home the gold in men's doubles. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in Cincinnati.
Typical insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the third health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Nothing brings us together like Eggland's best eggs. We love the taste, always so fresh and delicious, plus superior nutrition. For us, it's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's best.
The APP is sponsored by Yola, for the champion in you. Humana, official healthcare partner of the APP Tour. And Fat Tire, crisp, bright, easy drinking. The stage is set. Casey Cullen and Will Sobek take Game 2 to force us to a Game 3. Look at this double around the post defense. I'm sorry? So impressive.
Just too good there from Cullen and Sobek. You're just watching Sobek just get pushed and pushed and pushed until finally he can get one down and finally get up.
I mean, this, you want to talk about a glossary of pickleball terms. You had almost every shot in the book during that point between these two teams. The level of play so excellent here in Cincinnati, as you would expect on Championship Sunday. Game 3 of our men's doubles gold medal match underway to decide who is going to bring home that gold medal. Nunnery telling her DeHeart all day. That's the one you want.
Well, he says all day, and then Cullen points out the fact that he had to use the net cord too. So, little.
I mean, you can use the net cord
little
all day.
back and forth. Yeah, it is. Cullen kind of taking a jab that
varying degrees
he had
of
to use.
effectiveness.
Had to use the net cord to beat him. I'd use the net cord every time if I could.
I was going to say.
I'm not afraid to use it.
Good getting out of the way from DeHeart.
Good start here for Nunnery and DeHeart. On the board first. Quick side out.
1-0-1.
Oh, nice spot there on the backhand overhead from Rob Nunnery as he goes right down that line.
Two 2-0 lead for Ryler DeHeart's serve.
Yeah, so right there, Cullen and Sobek making a switch because Sobek was reading the Nunnery speed-ups better than Cullen was.
Oh, Sobek getting up for the elevated soft dink.
Wow. I mean, but again, you're jumping and you're anticipating him, you're going to punish this ball, and then just drops it in the kitchen.
Just delicate on that touch.
Yeah, excellent step over there from DeHeart.
What do we do?
It's all you.
DeHart's staring at me going, come on. It's just like
it's all
Brandon Lane
you.
was yelling at me earlier.
It's all
He's yelling at both of us.
I'm sitting in the back of the tent. I don't even know if they can see me. That's why I say it's you.
Oh, my goodness. That's dirty ATP there from Rob Nunnery on the backhand side. Just rolls this around.
But he took the pace off of it. The previous, I mean, we saw it coming out of the break. The double around the post, he was a little bit more aggressive with it. Gave Cullen an opportunity to defend it. That one didn't have enough pace. It almost didn't get to Cullen.
So it's a 5-0 lead here for Rob Nunnery and Ryler DeHeart in the game that will decide who takes home the gold medal. In the timeout, we want to bring you up to speed on something that you can bring to your community, because if you are interested in creating a pickleball league, we want to introduce you to APP UTR Pickleball Leagues. With no age minimum or maximum, and men's, women's, and mixed formats, there's a chance for everyone to compete and make it to the national championships in Fort Lauderdale, December 7th through the 10th. Interested players and venues can visit the app.global/pickleball leagues for more information. This crowd has been treated to some really impressive pickleball here on this championship Sunday.
Impressive pickleball, but what's even more impressive is the crowd. Every year we come to Cincinnati, they show up and show out every day, and it's been like this every day.
It really has been. I'm sitting here right off of the Ohio River in beautiful Cincinnati. Great crowd.
Dumb, you didn't even make a comment about the 5-0 timeout.
Oh, man.
So now we technically have another timeout with DeHeart and Nunnery up 6-0. But I'm liking this more aggressive Ryler DeHeart here at the start of game 3. Really getting big up at the kitchen line, putting the pressure on, and not second guessing the attacks. He's just taking his chances and staying in it till the point's done.
He's jumped in front of Nunnery a couple times here early on in game 3 to kind of take control too, which is very nice. Good to see, and it's worked out so far.
I'd say so. You change ends not only on your terms, but in as ideal of conditions as you could ask for. 6-0 lead for Rob Nunnery and Ryler DeHeart.
Can't do any better.
No, it's quite literally impossible.
Well, I mean, I guess you could.
Could have won it too.
Yeah, I mean, you could have started
at the end.
Could have started the serve at, first serve of the game at 0-0-2 and be up 6-0-2. But
we're nitpicking. Rob Nunnery with the serve, trying to make it 7-0.
Oh, just a little too much, but it's okay. You are on the aggressive side, and I will take that one.
That's on you.
Because I gave Ryler DeHeart a compliment.
This is why they stare you down. It's because you guys are the ones with the commentator jinxes.
Oh, Cullen almost about a millimeter from a perfect reset.
0-6-2 for Sobek serve.
You up. You. I got you. I got you. 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 Come on, baby.
Great placement there. DeHeart going just below the toes of Casey Cullen.
He doubles up in the same spot that Nunnery started that speed up at.
Little speed up there from DeHeart. Catches Cullen. It looked like the left hip. Couldn't get it back over the net.
Had Cullen even turning around going, the ball's probably going out, but again, it's right at the body. Center mass, so hard to get out of the way of that. There was.
Oh! Rob Nunnery can't believe he missed that one. It was set up perfectly after they were in scramble mode that entire point and stayed in it.
He cannot believe he missed that one. He was
bounced it off the post instead of around the post. Pushes them onto their second serve, still up 7-0.
Miss hit there from Sobek. Trying to roll it from up high. Just need to get on top of it and hit through it. And then help from the net cord.
Skips over Sobek's paddle off the net. Or skips over the top of Sobek's paddle, excuse me.
2 points away.
So it's a 9-0 lead for DeHeart and Nunnery. Timeout called on the court.
DeHeart gives the, yeah, come on. Cullen goes, yeah, nice shot. Great shot off the tape. Great shot.
I mean, the reality is they've had help from the net court a few times, but not all 9 of these points have come from the net court.
No.
And Ryler and Rob have been surgical in the way they have approached Sobek and Cullen to get themselves to this point in this men's doubles gold medal match.
Mr. Miyagi over here, chopsticking a cottonwood seed as it floats through.
Yeah, if you've been seeing
I'm looking out for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No, I mean, DeHeart and Nunnery have come out and been a lot more aggressive here in Game 3. They haven't given Cullen and Sobek a chance to really get settled here. And they've been a lot shorter points. Cullen and Sobek have been scrambling all over.
And so Rob Nunnery and Riley DeHeart just 2 points away from winning the gold in men's doubles here in Cincinnati. Nunnery on the serve.
Sobek had that one under control. He read the speed up from DeHeart well. But at this point right here, you just try to get too big and try to put that ball away. Sobek dumps it in the net.
Championship point opportunity here for Rob Nunnery and Riley DeHeart. Instead, it's a match point defended for Casey Cullen and Will Sobek. They have a lot of work to do if they're going to get back into this third game, but as you always say, Dom, every comeback begins with a single point. Unlike volleyball, you cannot actually hit the ball more than once. So that's going to be second serve.
DeHeart played it just in case.
0-10-2.
I got you. Gotcha.
Oh. They better win this point because
ball looked out.
Yeah, it was. I don't even think it was close to being in.
No. Cullen played it, though. Ball on the sideline looked to be out. We're right down that sideline.
No. 1-10-2 for Sobek serve. DeHeart goes for the Ernie. That time, the net cord not helping them out. So it's a second point for Cullen and Sobek.
Now they put that crooked one up. Now you got to roll here. You got to score as many you can before you give that side out back. And there's three.
Sobek's far from done with this game.
A little bit of contention there in the middle from Nunnery and DeHeart.
And so a timeout called on the court by Nunnery and DeHeart. They had a match point opportunity at 10-0, gave the ball back, and Cullen and Sobek scored their first 4 points of this third game. Little run here for Cullen and Sobek. What do they need to do out of this timeout, Dom, to keep focused on the fact that they have a long way to go, but they can continue to do it 1 point at a time?
Well, they got a bunch here at 4. You got to play one at a time here. But again, you give that ball back. Now you got to hold twice. When you get the ball back, you want to say one at a time, but every time they get this ball back, it's got to be a couple. You can't just have one at a time here. Like they've got a bunch here. They've got 4 still on second server here, looking to add on. But again, it's how many can we get here before we give the serve back?
The margin for error is just so slim when you know that if you give your serve up, your opponent immediately has a chance to end the match.
A little bit better communication there between DeHeart and Nunnery.
And so it's another championship point opportunity here for Riley DeHeart and Rob Nunnery. DeHeart can win his first gold medal on the APP Tour with this serve. DeHeart delivers the final blow DeHeart and Nunnery are golden here in Cincinnati. The APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati men's doubles title goes to DeHeart and Nunnery. Pumped up is Ryler, as he should be. We'll hear from the duo when we come back to Cincy.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
18 years from tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped. Suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
And Rob Nunnery and Ryler DeHeart, Chad, I mean, they looked really good today.
Yeah, they were a little sluggish in game two, and it was Cullen and Sobek that really put some pressure on. But game three, DeHeart came out, was aggressive, and a very convincing win there in game three. We'll throw it down to AJ McCord, who's courtside for our Franklin post-match interview.
Ryler and Rob, it was so hard fought for you guys to become the gold medalists here in Cincinnati in men's doubles. Rob immediately congratulating you, Ryler, because he knows how much this moment means to you. Walk us through what it feels like knowing you got a gold medal here on the APP Tour.
Yeah, I guess that's my first gold medal. I didn't have time this weekend to get them. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm still here, still fighting. I'm 40, getting ready for senior pro. I didn't have time this weekend to get a Mother's Day present, so this is my Mother's Day present to my beautiful wife, Megan Fudge, over there, my gold medal. Thanks, Vlasic, for putting this tournament on. It was so much fun, and Rob, thanks for carrying me. Appreciate it.
Well, and Rob, one of the things that is so fun to watch in a match like this where each point is so tightly contested, you guys have around the post, the lobs, all these impressive shots, is how much the crowd gets behind you here in Cincinnati. How did that motivate you guys throughout this match?
Yeah, I mean, this is all the way from last year. I love coming to Cincinnati. This stadium court is perfect. It's built in. It's really close to the court. Makes it very intimate. And the fans in Cincinnati have been amazing all week and last year. So thank you for all the fans for coming out. And thank you for Vlasic. I mean, I'm a big pickle guy.
Me too.
Favorite snack.
Okay, well, congratulations to both of you. Anything else you want to say after this match?
Just happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It's been a great weekend, and we're coming back for more. We'll be in New York City and different partners, but we'll meet in the final. No. Thanks again.
Congratulations, Ryler DeHeart, Rob Nunnery, your men's doubles gold medalist here at the APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati.
Well, congratulations, Rob Nunnery and Ryler DeHeart take the gold medal here in Cincinnati. Chad, congratulations. Ryler DeHeart's first gold medal.
First gold medal. The old Rob and Ryler ended up with a silver in Sacramento last year. So 1 silver, 1 gold. Not too shabby a partnership right there for Nunnery and DeHeart.
Yeah, not too bad, but we got one more to go here on championship court. Men's singles, Zane Ford taking on Grayson Golden. We got that one next here on championship court at the APP Vlasic Classic, Cincinnati.